Here's a full review of Citizens Bank Park in 3 minutes. I visited Philly's best stadium on a perfect Sunday to try some of the most hyped food in baseball and walk around what's now my new favorite concourse. The Phillies' home is one of the most underrated stadiums in the MLB, and they might just have the most iconic mascot in all of sports. So I had to come check this place out for myself to see if it deserves more respect than it gets. Walking in here from the outfield gates doesn't really blow you away at first, but once you're inside, it's way more scenic than you'd expect. There's flowers, greenery, blooming cherry trees near home plate, and a brick foundation that gives the park a classic feel. The field also looks super vibrant and green. I'm not a huge fan of the open exterior here, but I definitely think the skyline is above average. For a stadium that sits in a giant parking lot, the views of the city are distant but surprisingly solid, especially in the upper deck. It's easy to have an awesome time here. There are so many great views to take in the game and ballpark, even my seats in the rafters were fine. Everything in this park feels absolutely massive because of how open it is, especially the scoreboard, which is one of the all-around best in baseball and fun to hang out under. Philly gets raucous during the postseason, and this is one of the best atmospheres in the league. But the part of the stadium I was most impressed with was the concourse. It's my new favorite in the MLB. PNC Parks is probably more scenic, but the Banks is more fun and has a lot more going on. It's so wide open and easy to get around, and Ashburn Alley in the outfield is elite in every way. From having its own upper deck with some of the best views in the park, to the limitless food options, and the bullpen setup here is awesome. It's such a great spot to watch pitchers warm up literally right beneath you, or to watch them get harassed by the Philly fans. The food is where Citizens Bank Park really delivers. I wasn't expecting too much, but I was blown away by the sheer number of options they had. Even though I immediately spent $30 on a cheesesteak and water, I don't have any regrets. To me, the best ballpark foods are basically anything unique or regional to the city that's absolutely loaded with calories. If it's not about to send me into cardiac arrest, I don't want it. And the food I got here definitely took some years off my life. The burnt ends cheesesteak was everything I ever could have wanted and more. I'll give it a 9 out of 10. The Schwarbomb sundae was also a huge bucket list item for me, and I got that for $17.79. Which, by the way, I think it's a huge miss not to price it at $17.76 considering it's in Philadelphia, but whatever. The ice cream with Fruity Pebbles and a deep fried Uncrustable was an insane combination. I love that most of the signature items are all located in Ashburn Alley, so I didn't have to walk aimlessly around the stadium searching for them. The outside atmosphere here has improved a lot over recent years. They've added a casino, a few hotels, and I've always wanted to check out Xfinity Live. The stadium shares a parking lot with Lincoln Financial Field and the Wells Fargo Center, which is either cool or just a giant parking lot, depending on how you look at it. There are a lot of cool statues out front, especially Steve Carlton's, and I love seeing the Liberty Bell ring here when the Phillies hit a home run. It was also the Fanatic's birthday, so basically every mascot in PA sports history was here. The park opened 2.5 hours early, and as someone who loves to spend as much time at a baseball stadium as humanly possible, I love this move. Overall, I'm going to give Citizens Bank Park a 79 out of 100. It's definitely one of the most underrated stadiums in baseball, especially with its elite concourse and monster food options. It's surprisingly scenic, and even though I don't think it's a super unique park, they seem to do just about everything right here.